Hello, Fearless Gamers, and welcome back to another video blog here on Fearless Games. Welcome back all, we are here again playing Pacific Drive. Had to fix a quirk on the car where when the wiper blades were going, my gas gauge was moving in time with it. So that was fun. Oh, I gotta fix that. We added some upgrades. I got now insulated doors, so hopefully now this door won't be affected by the charge status. There is a seat rack there, so once I can get some upgrades that are for the back seat, that'll work. Added another side rack here to add a charging tower, so whenever it's lightning outside, this will charge the battery. Added an extra fuel tank, so now I have more gas. And what's great is I just fill this gas tank up and this fills, so I don't have to like individually fill all of them, even though it has like this cone thing there that kind of indicates that you have to. Let me just get the paint here. And we did a few other little upgrades. Like I said, we repainted this car. I changed the color of the headlights. I made them yellow. Yes, you can paint the headlights in the game. We upgraded the deconstructor here, so now I can just toss things into the center of this ring and it will rip it apart. I gave me an extra storage bin here, and I upgraded the antenna on the roof. And so when we last left our intrepid hero, he was looking, we were exploring. They came up with an idea that the remnant and this mass hallucination signal are one and the same, so it might be possible for them to break me free from the remnant, from the binding of this remnant. And to do that, I need to get into the inner area. But first, I need to get to the mid zone, and so for that, we have to go back to this location where Oppie is going to show us a way to stabilize the area well enough so I can go into the mid zone. Okay, so let us head off and take care of that. Oh, and I got some interior upgrades, like changed out my gear shift there, my steering wheel, added a cool little robot to my front console here. Let me put the... There we go. Now I can actually use the protection shield. And there we go. Let's see. Yep. So it's a little darker than it was before. And this is interesting. So we will be, again, I won't go through all the different areas because it'll be kind of boring. So I'm going to travel through. Maybe I'll show a little bit of me gathering some resources, and then I'll cut to the story part. So we'll be right back. Alright, and now we're going to move on to the next zone where the story will continue. Okay. Start right there.
There's a whole lot standing between where we are and the deep zone. Like another wall, and the entire mid-zone for starters. It's not as simple as driving there. We can't control the instability any more than we can control the weather. At the height of LIM R&D, thousands of us lived and worked here in the zone. So we built LIM stabilizers to make certain sectors and roads a little more predictable than others.
It was the only way we could operate as a live research compound despite the instability. And yes, the same technology that destabilized the landscape in the first place. LIM technology was always a double-edged sword from the beginning. We're going to put those stabilizers to work and clear you a path. The old observation towers surrounding Sierra ought to have a map of the stabilizers in that sector. Mind swinging by and finding one?
Okay, so we gotta find a map to one of the stabilizers. I remember... So that was like the point that I kind of got up to before, and I hated it because it was so nerve-wracking to get in and get out as fast as you have to. First, we gotta get the energy, so we have a way of getting back once we put these stabilizers on. Because you got like a very limited window to work with. And plus, a lot of stabilizing, a lot of anchor points here, so want to capitalize on that.
The towers are locked up tight, but you could tighten up security protocols all day, only for one disgruntled employee to program in his name for fun and mess it all up. Anyway, the overload code is 4735. Find that stabilizer map and scan it for me.
Oh boy. I was assigned to clean these towers out every time the guards rotated. And things I saw. Let's just say that keeping a watch on Sierra day in and day out did not make for a good time. I didn't envy those guards one bit.
I got it. I'm overlaying the map with the available routes near you. There you go. Found 3 sector stabilizers that'll do the job. They're not too far, so I've added the location to your route. The access road will lead you straight there once you're ready.
Okay. So now this is a point where I can try and gather more resources from this sector if I want to, and then head on over to the next area. Hey everybody. So my battery is running pretty low, so I decided to take a warp jump back to the garage. That way I could fix that quirk so I don't get screwed over in the next level. So we'll be right back once we deal with this quirk, then we'll go back onto the road. And also we can try out that cool feature that I added to this device here. So you guys see that? Whee! Okay, so let us diagnose this bad boy. So, one car. Moves fast, I'm gonna say. Wipers switch on. Hey, up. Oh. So, interesting. Let's see. We will do toggle. There we go. Need to make a mechanics kit to fix that. Alright, so... I know, before, remember, I said that, oh, we never use the mechanics kit. Yep. Use it quite a few times on fixing quarks. Okay, now we will set our road to our next destination. And we'll be right back once I get there. And here we go. Now, this part was where it screwed me up badly last time. This is where I died the first time in this game. So, we're going to plan the route accordingly so that doesn't happen this time.
The woods there can be a bit of a maze. If you get lost, follow the pipes. The Limtech and those stabilizers ran so damn hot, only more Limtech could contain it from complete meltdown.
So, gonna have to be very careful with this one, because like I said, if I go in the wrong direction, this can go really bad. Ooh.
It's my turn to give you an explanation.
About the mass hallucination event that Tobias and Francis were going on about. But don't worry, I won't be nearly as long-winded. Because there honestly isn't much that we know about it.
It happened on the morning of September 14th, 1961. My colleague, Dr. James Kay, was conducting experiments at a highly classified site in the Deep Zone. He was assisted by my husband, Dr. Alan Turner. At 0400, their experiment unleashed a gamma-ray surge that instantly killed both of them. The surge was an impossible amount of energy, orders of magnitude greater than any man-made source. It also triggered hallucinations in anyone awake
Within a 10-mile radius. It was a burst of widespread insanity, but only for a short moment.
Alright, there's our first stop. I believe that's our next step after this. Yep. Well, actually, I'll probably do that one, then do this one, in hopes of triggering either that one or that one. Yeah, but first, let me see. Is there one of those stations here that has the lead plating? Yes. Bah. Thank you. But I don't need you anymore. All of them want gears. Gears are like not a common item. And before that tourist threw that plasma charger at me, it's one of the other things that I hate about them is yes, they'll sometimes throw like resources at you, but it's just creepy because you never have an indication that they're coming. They either are just there or you're moving and then suddenly from out of your view some type of resource gets tossed at you. And man, I was really pronouncing the T's really hard on that. And it just creeps me out because they're just like there. I guess too many times watching Doctor Who and the Weeping Angels. That's what they kind of remind me of, just how they move and how they act. I just hate them. Ugh. So far, the worst thing I've seen in this game. And just wait, a bunch of you are probably going like, oh, wait till later, there's something creepier. So far, tourists are the creepiest thing in this game. Just making sure I don't miss anything. As like I said, you can lose all of your resources very fast because you just need to have one bad trip and then you're paying for it with all your resources. This is what I was talking about before. with finding some rare pieces. Like, I don't have the blueprints for these tools yet, so essentially this is my first time using them. And it makes the indication like I had gotten the blueprint for it, but I don't know if it actually is going to be that nice and give me the blueprint just because I picked it up. Find out when we get back. Okay, let us turn on the second stabilizer. Two down, one to go.
Hey, Oppie, you've never cared about any of the zone's stories and superstitions. So, why now? What's in this for you?
What I do is not and has never been any of your business.
You're asking us to trust you, so yes, it's our business now.
How about this? You two sign off and count orbs or whatever it is you like to do, and I'll get the driver to the mass hallucination source myself.
Excuse me?
No. Tobias found this remnant. This is his discovery.
Sure. And I'll send you a nice gift basket to mark the occasion. But I won't let anyone interfere with this.
They're
Hell
fighting.
with that. We either throw everything we can at this thing, or we lose this chance, and the answers to the mass hallucination are gone forever.
This isn't like one of your little Sasquatch hunts. I'm not letting you get your tinfoil pseudoscience anywhere near this. This is too damn important to me.
It sure didn't seem too important earlier, when you messed up and nearly killed the driver.
You want to play that game? You really want to talk about our track records?
Screw you, Oppie.
I'd rather run this remnant into the ground than work with either of you.
Oh, forget it. We're wasting our breath with this old man. There's gotta be another way.
She's out of her mind. I can't do this.
Look, if you want to waste your precious time picking apart bird droppings and squinting at constellations, by all means, follow their lead. But we're better off without them, trust me. I'll get you through no matter what. This really is my last chance.
Yeah, like I think she's, like when we jumped through the rift, we heard a mysterious man call her name and said my love, it's obviously her husband. I'm thinking she's trying to use us and the remnant to try and get her husband back. Convinced that he's not gone. I do like that the waypoints will disappear when you make contact with them. Alright, let's get to the last spot and see what happens. Alright. Here we are at the final stabilizer, and then things are gonna get a little hairy.
Stability in your region is tanking. Get out of there. Fast.
I think I'm going the right way. Yes, I am. Hey. And I should make it. Let me just follow this road. I know, I probably could have done this a little better, but if I make it back, that's all that matters in my book. Gonna be a little scratched up, but no real permanent damage. Here we go. Gonna get a little rough terrain, but here we go. We'll make it. Yes, we're gonna make it. And back to safety.
Nice work out there. The sector stabilizers are fully operational. You've got a straight shot toward the expansion wall. One more thing. You may want to consider armoring up a bit.
Once you cross that wall, the mid-zone is another beast altogether.
Alright, so we made it through. Car is relatively unharmed. So we'll do some research, do some experimenting to try and get our car up to full potential. And so, thank you all for watching. Got any tips or tricks that you want to share? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the game so far. And next time, we'll be making our way to the mid-zone. So, until next time, Fearless Gamers, take care.